Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing really well. I know everybody's on about it at the moment, but if you don't live in the UK, you might not quite understand why we're all so excited about the fact that the weather has been amazing this week. We've all just been like, sun! And because we don't, it doesn't happen a lot for us, okay? So it is very exciting when it does. Today is going to be my favourites from the month of March, which went faster than any other month in the history of the world ever. Thank you so much for the love on my haircut. I guess this could be maybe a monthly favourite as well, I don't know. But yeah, thank you so much. It's been really sweet. And it's kind of one of those things where when you do something a bit more drastic, I guess, to your appearance, it's always nice when other people think it looks good too. You know, you're not just being like delusional or anything like that. If you are new here, then please do subscribe. I have now hit 100 subscribers. I know that's tiny in terms of YouTube. I know it is, but at the same time, it is a milestone and it was one that I wanted to hit in March, and I actually did. I actually got to like 102 subscribers by the end of March, and that was just, yeah, really exciting for me. So thank you. If you are new, if you have joined in the month of March, please do leave me a comment and let me know. I would love to thank you personally. It's just really cool. So thank you. Also, sorry, we will get into the favourites, I promise. This is like YouTube 101, don't natter on for ages, but it does have a point. Over the next few weeks, I am going to be moving house, which is very exciting. So my uploads may just kind of change around a little bit. I'm going to do my best to put up a video every week. I'm actually away on holiday next week, so there won't be one next week. But I hope you'll understand if I do miss an upload here or there, or I may just have to upload them on a different day. So if you haven't already, turn the notifications on, just set them to all, and then whenever I upload, you'll get a notification and you'll know it's happened. So then you won't miss any of my videos, and I hope that you will just bear with just for the next few weeks. Just everything's going to be a little bit crazy. We weren't given a lot of notice that our completion date was when it is. So yes, if you would just bear with, that would be fabulous. But now I actually promise we will get into it. Okay, these are going to be in no particular order because they're all kind of makeup-y bits anyway, so you know. This month has been a little bit of a month of rediscovery for quite a few just items in my collection that I just haven't used for a while, and they're probably just things that I maybe used last kind of spring, summer, and now they're just kind of coming back in as, you know, your tastes change throughout the seasons. And the first one is just grey eyeliner in general. This one is from Gosh Cosmetics and it's the one I have on today, and I have just been absolutely falling back in love with grey eyeliner as opposed to black and brown. As somebody with blue eyes, I do love a brown eyeliner because it does make them pop, but I just feel like grey eyeliner just brings out all these different kind of tones in my eyes, and I just really enjoy it. I think it's a little bit less in your face as well. I mean, obviously I built it up a little bit today, but often I'll just kind of rummage this through like my lashes and just define that lash line tiny little bit. I just really love the look of it. I think it's really soft, really pretty, and yeah, grey eyeliner. If you have blue eyes, give this a go because you may well surprise yourself, because I think it's not a superly like talked about colour. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody uses black, everybody uses brown, blah. Try out the grey because I've just been wearing it pretty much every day this month, so you know. Next up is a nail product, and this is by Ciate London, and it is their Knight in Shining Armour Overnight Nail Mask. Now, I have a sort of a UV, gel lamp at home, so I do my own gel nails, which I love because I like having my nails done. It makes me feel fancy. But this does mean that I'm using acetone on my nails to, take it off and everything, and this can leave your cuticles just dry. Very dry, and it can hydrate your nails a bit and all of that. So I tend to have a few days off from having polish on my nails a few times a month, and then every 2 to 3 months I will take like a couple of weeks off from having anything on my nails. And then when I'm having those breaks, this is what I'm putting on overnight. It looks really lovely. You could actually put this on during the day because it does dry down pretty well, but it's just so nourishing to your nails, and you just wash it off with a bit of soapy water the next day, jobs are good. And I've noticed such a difference in the health of my nails wrinkles when I have been putting this on in my little breaks. If you do have gels regularly, whether you're doing them at home at the moment or you normally get them done as things are opening up, we'll be able to go and get our nails done a little bit more, then pop this on. And I just I put it on really, really messily. So I get it all over the sides of my fingernail, over the cuticles, and I just find it makes the world of difference. Okay, next up are two brow products, and these are actually ones that I've talked about before, but like I said, it's been a little bit of a month of rediscovery for me. And the first one is the Revolution Pro Brow Pomade in Blonde. Now obviously my hair has gone a lot lighter, so I've gone from my more dark brown products to my blonde products again. And I just kind of forgotten how much I enjoy this product. I think the colour works really well with my hair colour, and I just really, really like the texture of this. It is quite intense, so go in with a light hand, build it up, spoolie it out, you know, do all of the things. And I just think this is such a lovely brow pomade. It's so affordable, and it's just really, like, it looks lovely. This does not look like a cheap product. It doesn't feel like a cheap product to use in any way, shape or form. So I'm a massive, massive fan of this. I'm really, really enjoying, just came back into it again. And then the other brow product is this Pink Honey Strawberry Sherbet Texture Hold Honey Glue. It's a brow wax. Now, the reason that I hadn't used this for ages, I talked about it at the end of last summer, I think, I don't know, a few months ago. But I haven't really been setting my brows that much because I haven't been going outside, so I haven't been worried about my brows kind of flying off all over the place. But in the past couple of weeks, particularly here in Wales, we have been allowed to meet up with people for a walk outside and that kind of thing. So I have been wanting to make sure that my brows aren't going to go anywhere. And this stuff is just incredible. It doesn't clump, it doesn't look, I mean, you can't see it basically. You can't see it in your brow at all unless you use too much, which was my mistake when I first put this on again. After a few months of not using it, I used way too much, and yeah, just go in with a light hand. If you need more, you can always add it. But I've been using this every time I leave the house recently, and your brows just don't budge. They just really, really don't. And I've also been finding that the colour, the pomade in my brows lasts longer when I have this in. They're a little independent company. They're just very kind of cutesy, quite fun, and yet they have loads of different colours of this. This is just the clear one, even though it looks pink, but it comes off clear. And this stuff is just fabulous, and you get a lot of it as well. So yeah, I will have all of this linked below, but highly recommend this one. Next up are a couple of lip products, and the first one I want to talk about is by Burt's Bees, and it's their tinted lip balm in the shade Zinnia. This for me is my perfect tinted lip balm. I absolutely adore it. As you can see, it's just this kind of rosy pink shade, but it does have a peachiness to it as well. And for me, that's just absolutely perfect, because I do kind of struggle to find lip shades that really work on my lips, because my lips are a bit like, do they prefer the peachy tones? Do they prefer the pinkier tones? Like, it's quite hard to find. So I find this is just that perfect bang slap in the middle, looks lovely, gives your lips a really nice sheen, but without being like as much as a gloss or anything like that. So this for me is just wonderful. I love the feeling of it. It really moisturizes your lips as well. So it is a tinted lip balm. It's a balm as much as anything with a little bit of tint, rather than a lipstick that is a little bit moisturizing. Does that make sense? And then another product that I'm just loving more and more as my skin gets a little bit of colour back in it, as we're allowed out in the sun. It's been lovely. And it's the e.l.f. Sheer Slick Lipstick in Golden Pear. Now this is very peachy, and it does come off quite orange if you put a lot of it on. It's the colour I've got on my lips right now, and then with a little bit of Glossier lip gloss on top. But I literally just like dot it around my lips like that, barely touching. It just gives a gorgeous little kiss of colour. And again, it's similar to the Burt's Bees ones. It gives that slight sheen, but without being shiny. So I really, really love this. Really, really comfortable. It's not long lasting though, because of the formula of it, because it's so like comfortable on the lips. It does wear off quite easily. So this is definitely one to throw in your bag if you are going out anywhere. And then this next face product is an oldie but a goodie, and it is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I stopped using this when Physicians Formula were no longer cruelty free, and I still think that is such a shame for a company to sort of go backwards in that regard. I have to admit that this is a gorgeous, gorgeous bronze colour. It's what I've got on today. I love it. It smells incredible. It's just the most gorgeous. The packaging is ridiculous, I will say that, but the colour of this is just stunning. So I wanted to talk about it in this video because A, I have really been enjoying it, so I wanted to put it in. But also, if anybody knows of the most exact alternative in colour to this, then that would be wonderful. I would love to pick one up because I haven't found another bronzer that is this nice of a colour on me yet. So yeah, absolutely love it. Like I said, shame that they went backwards on the cruelty free, but it is a stunning product. I can't deny that. Okay, this next one I kind of debated putting in because, to be honest, I'm gonna try and find a link to it, but I actually bought this in TK Maxx and it was a little while ago. I don't know if it's even available anymore, but I wanted to show it because it's more the colours than the palette itself, if that makes sense. And it's this palette by Technique Cosmetics, and it's just, I mean, you know, neutral lover's dream, and I'm a neutrals gal, okay? I know what I like. I just, this is dreamy to me. But the reason I wanted to talk about it is because I have been, alongside the grey eyeliner, I've been really enjoying the more sort of cool toned eyeshadows. So this sort of taupey brown here is again the shade that I just have really lightly all over my eyelid, and I've just found it's a really beautiful, beautiful colour, and one that I'd never really used in this palette before. I've gone to town on all the warm neutrals and browns and all that kind of thing, but I hadn't really ever used the cool tones in this palette. And once I started using the grey eyeliner, I was like, I need a cool toned eyeshadow because otherwise it looks a bit weird. And yeah, just the cool tones in this palette are just perfect. I absolutely love them. I will try and link this palette, but it's more a case of I've been really enjoying discovering cool toned neutral eyeshadows as a favourite of this month. So I hope that vaguely helps. And then last for the sort of face and makeup products is a makeup brush, and this is the buffing foundation brush from e.l.f. and I actually got this for Christmas from my mother-in-law. She's the best mum-in-law in the world, seriously. I hadn't used it a huge amount just because I hadn't been wearing any face products because we hadn't been going outside. But recently I've been using this to buff in any base product that I am using. So my e.l.f. CC Camo Cream, whatever it's called, can never remember the full title, and then also my Urban Decay one. This is amazing because it's quite soft and the bristles themselves are so fine. Up until now I've been using my Morphe M439 brush, and I still think this is fabulous, but it's quite a bit more dense than this one. So initially I kind of felt like this was more of maybe like a powder brush or even a blush brush, but actually this blends out any foundation like product so beautifully and so quickly, and it feels gorgeous on the skin. And this is not an expensive brush, but it feels like one. Like, it's got a really nice weight to it, it's got a nice balance, and it's got a nice matte black kind of handle. It feels good in your hand, and I just have to say this has made me want to buy so many more brushes from e.l.f. because I just hadn't really thought of buying brushes from them. So yeah, this is making me want to try out more from them, and it's just fabulous. And then last but not least is a fragrance favorite, and this is, it's a classic. It's Flower Bomb by Viktor and Rolf. Now I got this for Christmas from my wonderful, wonderful husband, and this is just such a beautiful scent. I think over the past 6 to 9 months, I've really discovered my love of vanilla scents. And this is very kind of floral and vanilla-y, but kind of musky at the same time. I just love how it smells on me. I just think it's absolutely stunning. I'm so picky when it comes to fragrances because I just think how you smell is really important. That sounds weird. I think, you know what I mean, like obviously you don't want to smell bad, but I mean your like signature scent, the scent that people associate with you. I mean hugs, when we can hug people, you know what I mean though, when you give somebody a hug and they smell incredible, like to me that's, I don't know, that's quite important. So yeah, I have to admit that I've absolutely been loving this, and like I said, now that we're allowed to go out on walks and meet people, I have been actually putting on perfume a bit more often. I look forward to putting this on. Do you know what I mean? And that's it. Those are my favourites from the month of March. So I really, really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please do give this video a like. It just helps my channel out so, so much. And yeah, like I said, turn those notifications on so that you won't miss any uploads from me. The next few weeks just might be a bit of a difference on, you know, the day it uploads or the time and all of that. So yeah, put the notifications on, you won't miss anything from me. And see you guys in the next one. Have an amazing, amazing time. Look after yourselves, enjoy the sun, and I'll see you very soon. Lost my last favourite. Ah. Note to self, don't eat crisps just before filming.